Hello, everyone, and welcome to United Red Devil TV. Coming back with another news and transfer news, rumours, and updates video this Tuesday afternoon. And we're going to jump right in with a story about Mason Mount. After an injury hit first season at Old Trafford, Mason Mount will be determined to make up for lost time this forthcoming season. He spent more time in the treatment room than on the pitch last term, making just 20 appearances across all competitions. He was drafted in from Chelsea to act as an upgrade on Christian Eriksen and provide fresh energy in the number 8 position. However, competition in that role is high, meaning Mount may have to play elsewhere to get more frequent opportunities to prove his worth. And an update with Scott Mctominay. According to Slow Sports News, Fulham are expected to make an improved offer for United midfielder Scott McTominay once they have wrapped up the signing of Arsenal's Emil Smith-Rowe. Fulham are reportedly close to landing the attacking midfielder after agreeing an overall package worth £34 million. The Cottagers reportedly saw an opening bid of £17 million turned down for McTominay earlier this month. He has scored 10 goals for United last season, so if we can get at least 30 million for him, that would be literally straight pure profit because he came through the academy. So that will be quite nice. And just a little quote from Ruud van Nistelrooy about his return to United as a first team coach. Erik ten Hag is not as familiar with Ruud van Nistelrooy as he is with René Haak, whom he worked with at Twente. Harker is not the headline addition that Van Nistelrooy is, but is regarded as just as important in the dual assistant model and sets up the training sessions. United sources claim Ten Hag picked Harker and Van Nistelrooy. External sources have disputed that, and it is understood Van Nistelrooy was recommended by the club's new structure. Ten Hag accepted Ineos's conclusion to the conclusion on the coaching staff needed to be refreshed. Benny McCarthy did not even travel to every game last season. Well, okay. This whole Adrian Rabiot, just keeps lingering on, even though that what he's asking for is not something that we've been prepared to offer. Because according to Tuto Juve, former Juventus midfielder Adrian Rabiot has rejected a contract offer from Liverpool amid reports linking him with a move to United. Almost 2 years after a move to Old Trafford broke down due to the midfielder's hefty wage demands, he is being linked with a move to the club once again. It has been reported that he has turned down advances from Liverpool as he is interested in joining United. United remain in the market for a midfield signing this summer. This is just an opinion piece, but I might as well throw it in there because it's sort of to do with the stadium. Sir Jim Ratcliffe always made it clear a new stadium was his priority, and although the funding for a potential 100,000 seater capacity stadium, costing in the region of around £2 billion, remains something of an issue, the ambition is there to make Old Trafford a world-leading football ground once again. The 71-year-old will continue to make the case for public funding for a Wembley of the North, and the grand plan is to regenerate the Trafford Park area is worthy of government investment, but the masterpiece would be a stadium that can once again lay claim to being the best in the league. That is the status Old Trafford lost long ago, but the desire to keep pushing the boundaries with the stadium is reminiscent of United's rise in the 1990s under Sir Alex Ferguson. And according to reports replayed by We All Follow United and through other sources as well that I've seen today, AC Milan have made a bid worth of around €17 million for AS midfielder Youssef Fofana. The midfielder who represented France at the European Championship is reportedly keen to leave Monaco this summer and take on a new challenge. United were credited with interest in his services earlier this month. Despite reports of Milan making a €17 million offer, it is claimed Monaco are expecting an offer in the region of €35 million. So we're still apparently linked a little bit with Fofana. Little update on Christian Eriksen. Anderlecht head coach Brian Remar has not dismissed the prospect of the Belgian club sweeping for the United midfielder Christian Eriksen before the end of the summer transfer window. Remar worked with Eriksen at Brentford prior to the latter joining United in July 2022. The Dane struggled for game time in the second half of last season and has been linked with an exit from Old Trafford ahead of his contract expiring next summer. Remar has admitted that he exchanges messages with Eriksen, but nothing is currently in the works to take him to Anderlecht. So that Anderlecht bit is kind of cooled down now then. I know Christian Eriksen well, yes. We worked together at Brentford 3 years ago. I still exchange messages with Christian regularly. I know that he is now at a training camp in LA with Manchester United, so I can confirm that he is not in Brussels. In general, I can say that Jesper Fredberg and the scouting are working day and night to get reinforcements, but it is not the case that you can just grab players off the shelf. It sometimes takes time to massage certain targets. At the end of the window, there is sometimes an opportunity like last season with Thorgan Hazard. So he's not saying a definite no that they might come in for him. According to reports by The Athletic, there has been no progress in West Ham United's attempt to agree a fee with United for right back Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The Hammers are keen to recruit the former Crystal Palace defender to strengthen their defensive options. United want to try and offload Wan-Bissaka to make room for Bayern Munich's Nazar Mazraoui. United are understood to be optimistic about getting a deal over the line for Mazraoui. He worked with Erik ten Hag at Ajax. But also, obviously, from reports I've seen as well with Fabrizio and Romano and the United stand, that personal terms have actually been agreed between Wan-Bissaka and West Ham. So it's literally just agreeing a fee, then it should be a here we go. According to Greek journalist Janis Chorianopoulos, Panathinaikos are continuing to push for the signing of United winger Facundo Pellistri. The Uruguay international who joined United in 2020 has been heavily linked with a move to the Greek outfit over the past week or so. Pellistri is out of contract at Old Trafford next summer and has struggled to ever nail down a regular place in Manchester. He has made a total of just 24 appearances for the club. He should have got so much more game time. He really should have. Facundo Pellistri. Obi Martin shares Arsenal farewell amid United interest. Arsenal youngster Chido Obi Martin has hinted that a move to United could soon come to fruition. The young striker, 16, was first linked with the move to Old Trafford earlier this month. The Manchester Evening News reported on July 21st that United were working on a deal. He has now taken to Instagram to thank Arsenal for his time at the club, suggesting a move to Old Trafford could take place soon. That should be interesting, because I've heard some quite good things about him. Now, this next article does really bother me, and it really does scare me that we're not going to be offloading Casemiro. There's a small update over Casemiro. United are increasingly confident the midfield enforcer Casemiro will start the club's Premier League opener against Fulham on August 16th, according to a report by Give Me Sport. United are keen to strengthen the holding midfield options this summer and are interested in both Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad and Manuel Ugarte of Paris Saint-Germain. However, it is claimed that Erik ten Hag has been unable to sanction Casemiro's departure from the club. He has been heavily linked with an exit in recent weeks. It has been well documented that his departure would provide funds to free up space for a new addition in midfield. According to a report by TDF, United are one step away from signing Real Sociedad midfielder Martin Zubimendi. As reported by Manchester Evening News just over a week ago, United have registered interest in signing the Spain international. It is now reported the midfielder has been offered a 5-year deal by United to move to Old Trafford. The report also stated that United are willing to activate Zubimendi's €60 million release clause. So I have to stay tuned to see whether that goes, if it goes anywhere. Footage has emerged of Shola Shuratier arriving in Greece ahead of signing for PAOK. Despite discussions between the academy graduate and United last month over a new contract ahead of his deal expiring at the end of June, however, no agreement was reached, and the 20-year-old will now seemingly join the Greek champions on a free transfer. Shortier made 5 senior appearances for United, but none came under Erik ten Hag. The attacking midfielder made the bench for the FA Cup third-round tie against Wigan Athletic earlier this year, the only time he has featured the matchday squad last season. This is an update on Chiesa. I know that there's been very minimal sort of links with us to him, but I'll just throw it in here as well. Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly not in contact with Juventus over signing Federico Chiesa amid links to United. Fabrizio Romano claims no negations or talks are happening. It comes days after the Italian publication Gazzetta dello Sport claimed the player's preference is United. Arsenal and Chelsea have also been credited with an interest in the Italy international. It would reportedly cost between 21 to 25 million. Chiesa seems set to leave Turin this summer, and as such has been linked with United throughout the summer. The club have not dismissed the possibility of further strengthening their attacking options, despite already adding Joshua Zirkzee. Well, we had to bring him in because we only had Rasmus Højlund. João Neves update, because obviously this interlinks with Manuel Ugarte to a certain point. PSG will seemingly seal a deal to sign João Neves in the coming hours. Fabrizio Romano reports that the French club reached an effective agreement last week with Benfica over a fee of around £60 million. It is also said that Renato Sanchez will move the other way this summer back to the Portuguese club. Romano claims that PSG have to conclude the deal this week, and those plans repeatedly remain on track. United were linked with the midfielder, who does not turn 20 until September earlier this year, but will now likely miss out on the Portugal international. So he's set to leave Benfica this summer. Update on Mazraoui's contract details. United have reportedly agreed a 5-year contract with an option for a further year with Nassar Mazraoui. Fabrizio Romano claims that the contract is the same length as the club's 2 summer signings, Lenny Yoro and Joshua Zirkzee. They are said to have agreed personal terms with the player who wants to move and have reached a consensus with Bayern. It is reiterated that moving on Wan-Bissaka is the only obstacle to conclude the deal. Talks of West Ham are still taking place in the clubs to negotiate a fee, with United needing those funds to sanction the signing of Mazraoui. Manchester United could reportedly sign Maximilian Bier for £25 million this summer amid interest from Chelsea and Liverpool. Tuta Juve claims that a deal could still be done at that price despite the player's release clause expiring at the end of June. Atletico Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen are also credited with interest in the German international. Juventus are another club monitoring the 21-year-old who scored 16 goals in the Bundesliga last season. That was Bier's first full campaign in the top flight after spending the previous 2 years on loan at Hanover in the second tier and scoring 15 goals. That's a new one. Wan-Bissaka is now seemingly set for West Ham United as negotiations are reportedly at advanced stage between them and United over the defender. Don't trust this source, but TalkSport claims that there is a feeling the clubs can agree a deal. United reported want around 17.5 million, while West Ham are willing to offer over 10. It is also said that United are close to an agreement in principle to sign Nassau Mazraoui. That could be a factor in why they will likely compromise with their Premier League rivals to conclude a deal that allows them to do business with Bayern Munich. And is there anything else update wise? No, I think that's it from where I get all my sources for this afternoon. So thank you guys very much for watching. If I've missed anything, please don't hesitate to drop me a comment down below so I can go and have a look and maybe add it to the evening video tonight. And I'll catch you next one, guys. Bye bye for now.